It's been a minute since the king got on one of these, so you know we're gonna break it down right here. We're gonna tear it up. Yo, tell the DJs to be on the lookout, cause we gonna burn it up. Yo, the club
What's happening? First off, I wanted to kick off by saying thank you for hitting the play button and attempting to watch this video. If you like the video, make sure afterwards you hit the like button. If you don't like it, well then I appreciate you watching it anyway. But I hope you watch it all the way through. If you do like it or you don't like it, I mean, it doesn't matter. You already hit play, right? So with that being said, a little background about myself. I make music. A lot of it is hip hop, pop music. One of my strongest points is probably making story music. If you haven't heard anything, feel free to visit StarEmpireMusic.com and download my app. Check out my biography. View my pictures. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Everything. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to give y'all a little insight as to how I do producing wise and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start off with a piano, I'm gonna add some kicks, probably a little bit of effects, and then we'll go from there, and I'm gonna show you how it is that I do a couple of this stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, so check it out. Put my glasses on so that I could feel a little more intelligent in front of y'all. Not that it probably is going to work, but anyway. Alright, so the beat that I'm going to show y'all today, I actually put together already, and I'm just going to take you a little bit of the steps as to, what it is that I did to come up with it. So the first thing that I did was I went and I grabbed the piano. I went and grabbed the piano. I started, normally I put it on the keyboard and I put everything together off the keyboard, and then I put it into my program, and then I go from there. So what I did was I started with the C3 key, as you can tell right here, and then we added, and then the A3, and it's crazy because what I did was, what I wanted was pretty much, so I grabbed all three notes, I put them all together, put them in my system. I came up with right here. As you can see. Alright, so after that, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go with a I like the lead, but I'm gonna try to turn it into I was going for a techno or a house or an electronic EDM type sound. I was trying to go for an EDM type sound, so I went and I changed the instrument and I decided, let's make it something high pitched, something loud and kind of inspiring, like an inspiring sound. And this is what it turned into. After that, once I had that established in the bars that I wanted, and the counts that I wanted, I decided, you know what, let's add a kick. You gotta add a kick because every EDM song has that kick, right? So I went and I grabbed myself my Impact plug-in, and I decided, all right, let's do something simple. We can, except I wanted it a little quicker, so we're gonna go ahead and just double that up. Okay, so after I put that together, this is what it sounded like. Okay, after that I was like, all right, well, you know what, I want to drop it into an awesome intro. I want to make it like a builder. I want to build it up. So what I did was I added a little bit of a snare to it, to the kick, so it's kind of like helps it build up the momentum, like, oh man, I'm getting excited for this. So what I did was I went and I grabbed the snare and I added that to it, and this is what I added to it. Like I said, a little bit of a build up. Okay, so after that, once I put that up, put those two together, all three pieces together, what I did was that I added the kick to match the tempo of the snare as it's building up, and this is what came about. Okay, so after that I was just like, you know what, I gotta put some kind of a the melody, the verse, the melody, as hip hop artists know it, the verse. So I was like, all right, went back to the piano. Time to go back to the drawing board, right? Pretty much I took the same concept that I had with the original, with the chorus. I just wanted the same type of speed, momentum, just a different sound, give it a distinct sound. So I took it and I took it back to the piano. I changed it up a little bit, added, dropped down the tempo of the keys, and this is what I came up with. As you can tell, it's a little slower. After that, I was just like, okay, so you know what? We're sticking to the EDM sound. So I went and I pretty much did change the sound. Went with a it's called an ARP polysync. It's called an ARP polysync. So what I did was I filtered it a little bit. I added a couple little special effects to it. And then I went and I did it with a synthesizer. I matched that up with a synthesizer, with a hard synthesizer, to give it a distinct sound. Put that together, put it in the pot, mixed it up, and this is what it came out to be. You can tell it's different. So after that, I was like, okay, well, you know what? Let me add some kicks, right? Obviously, I'm going with a slower tempo when it comes to the verse and stuff. So what I did was I went and added the kicks, but I did half the count so that it's a little slower, but you still have that up tempo feel to it. So when I added the kicks, after that, I was like, okay, you know what? Let's add a little spice to it, in my opinion. So I went, and I'm sure that you will recognize what it is, and I turned it into this. So I went and turned it into that. Pretty much sealed the deal for about all of it. Only thing I did was I added an anticipation to the verse, just like I did to the hook, so that when it's time to change, you feel amped up for it. So for any artists out there that want to hit me up, work together or anything like that, like I said, check out my music. You can hear everything that I do. I'll give you a hook, I'll give you a beat, whatever it is that you need. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, email. Just make sure I'll put it down below the link, or in a comment. And hope you liked the video, and maybe depending on, maybe if people like what I do, then I'll make a couple more videos. I'll show you me recording, and pretty soon I'm gonna have my studio expanded, so maybe you guys will get the chance to check that out and see what it's like, and stuff like that. So appreciate it. Thank you.